What's up, Mystics? This is going to be your February love reading for Pisces. I'm so excited to be back. I have not done any videos since the January reading, so I'm so excited to be jumping back into this. But this is going to be all based around love since we're in the month of February. I thought, that it would be kind of on brand, you know what I'm saying, to do that. So I'm so excited for this because this time around, I'm deciding to not go with the whole element videos. As you all know, in January I did only 4 videos because each video was for all of the zodiac signs that fell into that element. So we had one for water, one for air, one for fire, one for earth. Well, this time around, after some feedback from some people, I've decided that I'm going to do individual videos for every zodiac sign. So while this is definitely more time consuming, I'm excited because I think you all will really like this, and I think that it will really help you all kind of get a better understanding of what messages are coming through specifically for your zodiac sign. So for February, like I said, we're all about love, and I'm so excited. So off the rip, right? I already pulled out some cards and just like the energies that we're going to talk about, and I kind of already have a gist of what I guess energies or vibrations are present right now for you all, Pisces. And so overall, the message that I'm getting here is that hurt people hurt people. That was like one of the first things I heard when I started meditation. And I also got this overall message that the J. Cole song, love yourself, girl, or nobody will. You have to put yourself first. You have to love yourself first. And you have to be willing to put just as much energy into self-love as you do into the relationships that you're in. So Pisces, let's just kind of like jump into this and see how this is coming through for you. Okay, so this makes total sense. The overall energy is the reverse 6 of Swords. So that means to me that right now, you all Pisces, if you all are in relationships, it feels like you all are kind of at a standstill. I'm kind of hearing halt. It feels like you all are at a standstill and like you all aren't moving forward. I think that you all are trying to, like you're in the boat and you're trying to make changes to move forward, but it just seems to not really be going through the way that you would like it to. It kind of feels like, there's this a lot of talk but no action. A lot of talk about what you all want for the future and what you all want for yourself, but are you all actually putting in the efforts to do it? And so it kind of feels like you are, because the successes are the 2 of Wands, which to me is like, so you're planning, you all are talking about it. You all are talking about it and having a lot of conversations about how you want to move forward. But then when it comes to actually and like applying everything you all have talked about, it seems like there seems to be some type of disconnect of some sort. I don't know, Pisces. In love, it feels like if you're in relationships, they're at a pause. It feels like if you're single, I kind of feel like it's one of those things where you're trying to move on from somebody else, and it's almost like you can't really move on because I feel like you haven't fully dealt with and healed whatever happened in that past relationship. When I heard the hurt people, it kind of made me feel like, being with someone or not even that, going to be with someone or wanting to be with someone, and you're so stuck in just old behaviors and toxic mindsets and just toxic energy that's been around you from past relationships. It's like you're stuck there because you haven't gotten over everything that's happened. And so it's like you treat that person as if they've done that stuff to you from your past, right? Like you treat that person as if they're the ones who caused you that pain or that trauma. And it's because you haven't dealt with it yet. And so for some of you Pisces out there, it definitely feels like you're taking your frustrations and your insecurities out on your partner. And your partner is not supposed to be your target. There was also a very clear message from Spirit that, even though you have to love yourself first and you have to put your own energy, as a top priority, there's also this message too that you can't be so quick to dismiss what other people are telling you. You have to be willing to compromise on some things. And I feel like for you Pisces, it's this energy that, you realize you have to compromise, but for whatever reason, it becomes hard for you to actually put that into motion. And I see that even more with the challenges for the month of February. So we have the 6 of Swords as the overall energy, and the Ace of Swords is the challenge, which I think that comes into play perfectly. If you're in a relationship or you're single, it seems to me me that conversations are happening and that everybody is pretty clear on what the issue is. But I think the issue is understanding one another, right? I think the issue is like, having that conversation and then being able to connect all the dots so that you can actually make a change in your relationship so that you all can work shit out. If you're in a relationship, it feels like you all have come up with solutions or come up with ways to move forward, but then nobody's actually, taking that next step to like actually do the shit, or to just, be like, okay, we got it figured out. Like, let's get the boat rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like the Six of Swords, like, let's go with the wave. Like, let's do this shit. I don't know. It's some type of pause. Like, it's real weird. I don't know, Pisces. I don't know what's going on with y'all. Like, and I'm a Pisces myself. I'm a Pisces sun and a Pisces moon. And I definitely, can understand these messages. Just because I know that us Pisces, we have a tendency to be victims. We have a tendency to play victim a lot. And sometimes it's very hard for us to like take a look at ourselves and realize that we're the problem. Like, of course people do problematic shit, but we're the problem. So yeah, the Three of Wands and then also the Three of Pentacles. So, okay. And the Five of Swords. I'm just going to take all of these, okay? Because all these cards flipped over and I'm just going to go with them because they all make sense, honestly, Pisces. So, first of all, if you're in a relationship, you all are definitely not working as a team. The Three of Pentacles is in reverse. It's like you all are not collaborating. You all aren't working together. And that's what I mean by like, you all say you know how to move forward, but then you don't actually take any action towards it. And it feels like you all are just constantly in constant turmoil, like arguing about what to do or arguing about how you're going to implement it. And I also kind of feel like it's one of those things where it's like, y'all are kind of like playing a petty game. Like the Five of Swords, like I kind of feel like y'all are doing that whole like, well, you make the first move. Well, no, you make the first move. Like instead of you all just somebody just stepping up to the plate and just doing the shit. I also hear like it's a thing of, I'm hearing like not wanting more. And I don't know if that necessarily means like not wanting more conflicts or if that means like, I feel like some of you all are like content with this like turmoil that's happening around you. Like because you're at the Six of Swords stage, right? Even though it's in reverse, it's like, I feel like it's almost one of those things where like you think you're making progress, like you think you all are doing something or you think you all are getting your shit together and in reality you aren't. And you're so blinded by the fact that you think that you're moving in the right direction that you just kind of are going with the flow here. But it definitely feels like that petty energy of like, you all are constantly pushing each other to try to be the first person to like take the next step, as opposed to one of you all just stepping up to the plate and doing the shit, like wasting hella time. Like, and if you're single, it's definitely, again, this energy of the Three of Wands and the Strength card. Like you want to move forward. You want to get to the last, pillar. You're trying to get there, but you keep doubting yourself. You keep having this fear that this person is going to hurt you or this person is going to mistreat you in some way. And you keep targeting that energy towards them as opposed to looking back at yourself and figuring out how the fuck you can get your shit together so that you can actually be in a loving relationship. We all come into relationships with our own shit. We all come into relationships with our traumas and our hurts and our pain. And a lot of times we jump from relationship to relationship without actually healing that stuff. So don't think that it just disappears just because you get with somebody new. If you don't address that shit, whether it's with your partner's assistance or with your partner's support, or whether it's, on your own in therapy or through alternative healing, like getting a reading with me, whatever it is, if you don't address that shit, it doesn't go anywhere. It's still there. That energy is still there. It's just, concealed. It's wrapped up all nice and in a little bow, and you go along with it, passing it around to people, just saying like, hey, look at me, I'm this amazing gift. In reality, where you have a lot of shit under all that wrapping, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to get past that, and you have to get to a place of understanding. The challenge for the month of February in love is getting to an understanding, getting that sense of mental clarity, understanding that you might have to take a look at yourself. You might be part of the problem, realizing that, and then accepting that and doing some shit about it. And I know that that's hard for Pisces because, like I said, we're the victim all the time. Everybody always is hurting us. It's always them. It's never us. But you have to become more self-aware than that, Pisces. You have to. And you want to know why? Because if you do, you can can embody this Queen of Wands energy. And what this means to me is the Queen of Wands is a boss bitch, okay? She knows what the fuck she wants. She's sure of herself. She's confident to no fucking end. And in reality, all of this is connected to confidence, because another card that flew out the deck, the Six of Wands. And I had it over here because I was like, I know that it's going to come up, but I wasn't quite sure where, because these cards just all kind of flew out. But see, this Six of Wands energy further lets me know that this is about self-love, Pisces. This is about self-love. This is about loving yourself more than, you know, dealing with, allowing yourself to sit in this space, you know, sit in this space of hurt and pain. Like, it's about loving yourself more than that, and loving your partner more than that if you are in a relationship, because it's not fair for you to put that off on them when it's really your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to get past that, and you have to find your strength to keep moving forward. It's not about them, you know? And if the issue is them, then I feel like it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you all have to be willing to do the work, you know, but I'm really not picking up on that. I feel like for a lot of you Pisces in February, this is about self-love. You know, this is about loving yourself enough so that you can love your partner. This is about being devoted to yourself just as much as you're devoted to your partner. This is about making sure that you're dealing with your shit so that you can truly come into your relationship with a clear mind and with the open heart to truly love them and give them the best version of yourself. That's what I feel like this month of February is about. Oh, y'all, sometimes spirit just be coming through and it'd be intense, okay? It'd be intense, because these messages, listen, and that's what I be trying to tell y'all. The universe will get you together, okay? So if you don't want to deal with your shit, or if you feel like you can constantly just keep wrapping your shit up in pretty bows and just passing it around, one day you gonna walk into somebody that's gonna be like, nah, I'm good, sis. Like, I don't want your shit. And then that's going to have you feeling some type of way, because then you're going to have to really check yourself and be like, well, what the fuck is wrong with me? What's wrong with my gift? And really, it's you, because people can see through that. So that's why you have to be more dedicated to loving yourself, Pisces. And then I pulled an oracle card for you all. So I'm using for the tarot cards, I'm using the Mystic Mondays tarot. I love this deck. It's amazing. And then for my oracle, I'm using the Work Your Light oracle cards. The links for these will be down in the description box. But so, yes. Bitch, what I tell y'all, spirit. So the oracle card, and the question that I posed was, what does Pisces need to remember for February in reference to love? Don't dim to fit in, Pisces. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? And see, what that means is, it means an array of things, but what I feel like it means in this context is, you have to love yourself enough to determine what you deserve. You have to love yourself enough to determine what your values are, what your standards are. And if you feel like somebody is not meeting those standards, then you have to be able to communicate that and then make the changes in your life so that you can have your peace. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be confident in yourself, and you have to be sure of yourself in a sense that you have to have done enough self-work to truly know and understand what it is that you should be valuing, or what your standards should be, what standards work for you as an individual. You have to have done a lot of healing and, you know, self-work in order to understand that, because if you haven't, your view of what you feel like a relationship is supposed to be, or your expectation of what you feel like a relationship is supposed to be, is going to be misconstrued, because it's based off of hurt. Hurt people. It's based off of hurt. So Pisces, you have to adjust that, and you have to make sure that you are aligning with your highest good, so that can exude out into your relationships, and so that you can set standards in your relationships that align with that. I don't know, y'all. This is a crazy message. And I know in reference to love, a lot of you all might be a little nervous or scared, because this is a pretty intense message. But I think the overall message here is that in order to really love anybody or be in a committed and devoted relationship, you have to be 100% open to self-love, and you have to be practicing that along the way so that you can be truly committed to understanding your partner and gaining clarity, so that you all can move forward and truly love one another to the best of your abilities. Pisces, I hope that this message resonated with y'all. I truly appreciate y'all for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on all of my videos. I love the fuck out of y'all, and I will see y'all again. Until next time, I'm out.